Good morning. I want to celebrate you and your deep desire to make a difference, to make an impact with the work that you're doing. My name is Felicia Searcy, your Dream Life Activator, and it is my joy to be your partner in believing as you build out a life that's worthy of you and truly makes an impact, uh, makes the difference in the lives of others. And you know, and I know that the way in which you start your day determines everything. So, in order to be able to support you in building out that difference and making the difference that you are created to make, I want to walk you through a daily practice that I have developed for myself in order for me to be able to make the catapult changes that I've been able to make. So, I'm going to walk you through a 5-step process of uh, establishing your day. Oh, thank you for the heart. So, share with me who's watching, who's on today. So, here is, put it in the comment section. So, here is a 5-step process to for you to start your day in a way that aligns you with the hey Arthur, happy that you're here, that aligns you with the dream, with the impact that you are created to make. We all know that the way we start our day establishes everything. Now, the good news is that you can start your day over at any point, that you can declare that right now is my new 24 hours. And there's something really profound and powerful by to wake up and establish a practice to establish your day after waking up. We're in that magical space where the bounds between the the visible and the invisible are leaky first thing in the morning when you're coming out of that deep state of connection and communication and conversation with life force energy. And there's that in you that's open, that's receptive, that's accessible to this life force energy. So first thing in the morning is a beautiful time to set your intention for the day. In fact, what's really fascinating, so I'm going to kind of contradict myself here for a moment, that ancients believed that the day started actually when you went to sleep, that the next day started when you went to sleep, and that the time when you're sleeping is the time to cultivate your beingness in order to be able to do the things that you want to do and to allow the results that you long to experience in your life. So as you become the person that's a match for it. So, but let's go with starting your day in the morning after you wake up. So the first thing you want to do, after you do your routine, go to the bathroom, maybe get a cup of coffee, brush your teeth, whatever it is. And when you sit down to do your morning discipline, to do your morning practice, the first thing you want to do is establish Envision. You do this by reading your vision. I read my vision. I write out some things with my vision. And then you really want to be still and use this amazing faculty of your imagination to actually see you in that life. Now, this is different. I want to share a distinction here. That this is a distinction that oftentimes people miss. The mistake that people make when visioning. So many times people will vision and they'll watch like a movie, and they'll see the movie and they'll see themselves in the movie, but they're not really in it. When you're visioning, you don't want to be a detached observer. You want to physically see yourself in your life. Now here's the thing, you're doing it all the time anyway. You are an active participant in your visioning all the time. The difference is that you're doing it from the default, you're doing it from the habit that you've created up to this point, which is your life. What you want to train yourself to do is, as you're visioning, you are it. You see not only see yourself, but that you're moving in this vision as if it is your life. The more you're able to own your vision as if it's already your life, the more you're wiring in cells of recognition, of familiarity, a normalcy. So you will then begin to function more automatically from that vision, from that state. And that's the goal. The goal is to cultivate an ability to function from this state being your normal, this image being your normal. So the first step is to consciously take time to vision. And if you have trouble with visioning, reach out because I've got some amazing tools that I would love to share with you on how to vision. All right, so if this is resonating with you, whether you're watching uh, uh, the replay or in person, put some thumbs up. That number one, vision. That the first thing I do is vision. All right, now number two. Here's the second step. You have this vision. Remember, the purpose of your vision is not to achieve those things. It's not that your life is broken and your life will get better when you are living that vision. Of course, life is going to get better. But the thing about it is that that's not the purpose of that dream. That's not the purpose of your vision. It's not to achieve those things in your vision. The purpose of that vision, and you hear me say this all the time, is to wake you up to more of your magnificence. It's to it's to activate more of your brilliance, more of your love, more of your amazing presence. And so the second step then cultivates that. In the second step, you then begin to build a relationship with the person who has achieved your dream result. So first you have the vision. And by the way, this is the process that I give my clients, that this is the process that my clients go through. And you usually have to be in a program in order to receive this sequence, this daily discipline. And I want to share it with you because I really want to support you in becoming the person that is a match for your dream so you can get on with the business of building out the impact that is yours to build, to make the difference that is yours to make. All right, so step number one, vision. Step number two, you're beginning to relate to your results. You're beginning to put on the woman, on the man, zip yourself into the skin of that person who has achieved those results. The more you're able to identify with your dream, the more you will act accordingly and be able to receive those results. Here's the thing, we will never outperform the way we see ourselves. Let me say that again. We will never outperform the way we see ourselves. You will never be able to receive that which is not a match for how you see yourself. It may be in your life, but you can't truly have it until you are a match for it. And so you do this by beginning to build a relationship that you begin to relate as the person, to the person, and as the person who has created those results. So, how do you do this? In your morning practice, you're visioning, and then you're asking, who is my dream asking me to be today? What are the qualities? And I'm going to encourage you to identify three qualities that you are literally going to put on, that you are going to embody. These are three qualities that you are going to embody as you move through your day, because these are qualities that your future person has normalized, has internalized, has embodied. So it may be that today you have something that's a little scary that you've never done before. If you're truly living your dream, you're taking actions that are going to push your edge, that are going to push you to the limit, because your dream is asking you to be and do and have things that you've never done or been or have had before. And so if you know you're doing something that's out of the ordinary or that you want to dial up your effectiveness even more, one of your qualities may be boldness, that you're putting on being bold today. It may be that you're putting on being the man, being the woman for whom things work out great, that you are the person for whom things work out great. And there's an energetic relationship with that kind of ease compared to having to work hard and wondering if it's going to work. Here's another quality to put on. Another really powerful quality to put on is certainty, that you have an assumption that there are certain things that are going to work out in a certain way, in a particular way. Most people function from the state of wishing and hoping. That's the mistake that they make, that they function from the state of wishing and hoping. As you build a relationship with the person who has achieved those results, you are generating a state of certainty, an assumption that there are going to be certain things that are going to work out. All right, so you're putting it on, and every day, every day, every day, as a fourth quality, you just added in is gratitude, where you are mastering your ability to generate deep and profound gratitude. All right, so that's step number two. Step number three is to express increase, that you know your presence is bringing profound increase. It's making a difference in the lives of others. And so I'm going to encourage you to identify, to define what is the increase that you're bringing to people. Like, I'm going to be getting off of here and going to talk to an amazing community today, and my increase is building belief for them, that they are building the belief that absolutely the very fact that they think something up is evidence that they can achieve it. So my increase for them is to look them in the eye with unwavering conviction that the very fact that they think it up is evidence that they can do it. So how are you bringing increase? What's the increase that you're bringing people? You want to define that, because that will inform how you show up. Again, back to relating your results. When you identify and define the increase, it informs how you show up. All right, so number four, you then want to activate your brilliance. This whole process of putting on a vision, relating to the you that's living that life, relating to your results, relating as a new identity, expressing increase, that you are making a difference, you are bringing impact, and there's a reverberation to that. All of that is doing what I call establishing state. You're establishing a state of being where you are literally changing the way you think. You are activating different parts of your brain, where now you have access to a stream of intelligence that's always guiding you, and that will now guide the action steps that you are to take. And so you generated state. Now you identify action steps. If you identify action steps before you do that whole process of generating state, you're going to be acting from a place of push, of trying to make it happen, that there's something that needs to be fixed. And as you generate this state, you come from a place of creativity. If you go in straight into action, you're coming from a place of competitiveness, that there's something you got to fight and somebody you got to beat out, and or somebody's going to get something that you're not going to get. And here's the thing, you are such a heart-centered being. I know that those kinds of thoughts are not intentional. Believe me, they can be so nuanced and so insidious and so underground. And so this process helps bring the desire for impact and coming from a place of creativity to the forefront. And now you identify three action steps. I realize that there's probably a whole lot more that you have to do, but what I'm suggesting is that you identify three, that no matter what, these three things are going to get done before you put your head on the pillow at night. And you tap into the stream of intelligence that will guide you in what those action steps are. And now you're taking those action steps from this place of increase, from this place of expansiveness, from this place of knowing who you are, and bringing that experience to other people. You help them remember who they are and whatever it is that you're doing today. And then finally, and this is what you're doing right now as you're watching this, it's mastermind with a partner in believing and an expert mentor. And right now, I'm wrapping my arms around you, and I'm your partner in believing, and I'm looking you in the eye, knowing that the very fact that you can think it up is evidence that you have everything required to bring it into form. And I know you know this. Now let's take it down to a deeper level where you've embodied it, where it's your normal. You function from this state of assumption. All right, so please share in the comment section your takeaways with this. What's the one step that you're going to really dial into? I want you to do all of them, but what's one that you're going to really dial into today? And if you want more of this, I've got a masterclass coming up July 19th. I have to don't have the time right at the top of my head right now. It's the Ultimate Impact Multiplier Masterclass, where I'm going to walk you deeper through a formula of how to unlock your power, your presence, so you can make the difference. You can make the impact that you are created to make. So if you want information for that, if you want the link for that, put impact in the comment section, and we'll make sure that we get that, get myself or my team to get you that information. All right, so let's bring this home. Again, summary, 5-step formula: vision, relate to your new identity, uh, express your increase, define the increase that you are expressing, activate your brilliance by identifying the action steps that you're going to take, and then mastermind with a mentor. And by the way, you put all those initials together and you are living your dream. My name is Felicia Searcy, your Dream Life Activator. It is my joy to be your partner in believing. Drop some love in the comment section, share things that have been the takeaways from you for you, and know how much I deeply love and appreciate you. You are amazing. Mwah. God bless.